It's another day, people. It's another day. What the hell are we going to do with it? Well, I have a few loose ends to tie up, few things to report. Yes, the ATMs charge 34 pesos, not 34 American dollars. I guess you already all knew that because it was obvious, unless you were this retard. So that's really good news. We can start using cash now. Second thing to report, do you remember this tobacco from Tulum? This was the one that did have additives. My goodness, it's the best quality tobacco I've ever seen that has additives. Look how cool the packaging is. I think that might be with tobacco moving forwards. Right, today's mission is to get the Mexican SIM card in this crappy Thai phone, make this my phone, and then this can become purely a YouTube creation device. And then it will have more memory and I can do more creations. So that's all very exciting. Now I'm going to have a morning joint and a coffee. Oh, right, yes, but the challenge is getting the bloody SIM cards out of these things because I don't have a little beep, 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 beep. So people say a paperclip works, but where the hell do you get a paperclip in Mexico, especially in Lake Bacalar? So yes, that's kind of today's mission. I'm about to write 4 descriptions and do 4 thumbnails and check that YouTube hasn't got really pissed off with one of the videos. It was doing a check on the Not Today Satan one, and it's right on the controversy line. So we'll have a little look at that now. Oh, it's still checking up to 24 hours. Now it's already put an 18 only on it because it does have people expiring. And it's found 2. It doesn't usually say that, so I'm a little bit nervous. They're going to tell me off because it's... Do you remember those people spinning around? They'd do this and suddenly look up and then they'd go and spin until they expired. Well, it's about that. So I don't want that. I'm not sure how you choose that. So we might only be releasing 1 today. There's a DJ in the house. Wop wop. Massive thanks to DJ Marriage. It's an interesting saying, isn't it? Cool. Cheers, mate. Thank you for popping some monies in my bank. G French, the same. Thank you for popping some money in my bank. Amazing. J Truman, have I already thanked you? I can't remember. J Truman is sending more coffee money. Thank you, buddy. Amazing. Much appreciated. Cheers, guys. And some big love to Carolina. I'm not sure if it's a Carolina I know. I know a really nice Carolina who lives up near Hebden Beach. So it might be her, or it could be a different one. Let me know in the comments. But yes, whether it's you or the one I know, whether it's one I know or another one, would have been a better way of saying it. Big love to Carolina. Thank you very much. So the clouds did crack last night. It basically rained all night. It's a super bright, beautiful day. The bar didn't cause any problems. I don't think anyone was in it, except the owner. This smoke shop, however, they decided to start playing rap music through one of these vibrating speakers, and I'm literally, I'm on the other side of this wall, and you can feel the vibration. It was so annoying. It's really noisy. I don't like this flat at all. I like the flat, but it's just too noisy. So I think I have seen a couple of like little phone / technology shops. So I think I'll go and ask them about a pokey poke. We'll go for a pork sandwich. I've got 1 more description to write. I still haven't had a joint. But yeah, we'll make it happen today, as in something happened today. We'll definitely go to the lake as well. Oh, we said we'd go to that restaurant, didn't we? Maybe. Alright, I just need to make 1 more thumbnail and then I'm done. I still haven't got stoned yet. There's definitely some sort of shift going on where I just want to do stuff. So yes, now I just need to do the Not Today Satan one, so I need to find something nice and racist. Hola. Hola. Ben Diaz? Oh, I'm not saying it right, am I? Buenos dias. Ben Diaz. Oh dear. I get my things? Sí, sí. Gracias. So yeah, I left my washing in here when I left, and there it is. Ben Diaz. Isn't that a Sheffield United player, isn't it? What a dick. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias. I think I've got it. Right, we're going out for a hunt for a phone or electrical, helpful, sharp, and we're going to end up at the lake for a swim. We may eat a pork sandwich on the way, although it's a little way up there, so it won't be a pork sandwich. But I'm definitely feeling it's time to start eating less. I've had a couple of really good emails around parasites and a lot of information about that. So really appreciate those. I've actually given my WhatsApp number to someone called Kaz because she's so informed on it, so she's educating me. There's a lot to it, so I realise it's something I need to take slow. And she's been explaining the reason I've been shitting myself, even though it only happened once, but we've had a few waterfalls out of that bumhole. It's because the sun is very therapeutic and is a parasite cleanser in itself, and loads of other reasons. So yes, thank you for the info. We're gonna start trying to stop eating so much crap, and yeah, start getting more embodied by treating the body right, mind, body, and soul. Also, I'm getting fucking fat. Crap beetle. That is awesome. And of course, we always live in hope of finding this elusive market, a mango boy. I have definitely seen some sort of little phone shop somewhere, but needless to say, I have no idea where it is. So I think I'm just going to head to the lake via shopping areas. A man on a bike wearing a mask. What do you all think of that? I'll try not to go off on a rant. Maybe I will. I'm not in a very ranty energy today. But wow. Wow. Can you imagine? Anyway, here's a semi-interesting scene. I'm not sure if it's quite as interesting as the epitome of retardation. Actually, no, it's not quite as bad as a trans flag, is it? What's worse, the trans flag or a man on a bike in a hot country wearing a mask? No mask on these real men of masculinity. Hey! Hello. Gracias. Looks like this is the local hardware shop. Hey, actually, this is probably somewhere I could buy something, maybe. I might have some sort. It's just going to be overpriced, isn't it? 'Cause it's not going to be what I actually want. I don't think they're going to sell paper clips. I managed to describe what I wanted by holding my phone, pointing to the SIM card bit and going boop, 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 boop. And he was like, ah, yes, no. So no, they didn't have anything. But yeah, I always enjoy these interactions. But the whole point of getting this phone thing sorted is that I will then have enough memory on my phone to get a translator app, which will definitely make things easier. Rain is starting to fall. Oh yeah, it's really starting to fall. Bugger. Yeah, bugger indeed. I think I really need to start bringing that bin bag with me during rainy season. Might be here for a while. Stuff this for a bag of beans. I'm gonna take my t-shirt off, take the hat off. I've got to find a plastic bag to stick my electricals in, and we're just gonna go to the river because I could be stood here for 3 hours. It's silly. I wonder how much money you can earn collecting cans. It's hard to believe it's worthwhile, is it? But obviously it must be. How's the hat after? Oh, sugar. It's a bit. Oh, goodness me. Yes, I squished it into the bag. He obviously didn't like that. Yeah, it's over pretty much for now. Obviously we have the road rivers. They're actually really nice to walk in. They're super warm. It's very nice. The concept of warm rain. Quite strange for an Englishman. But yes, we're at the lake. So let's go and do lake stuff. Foreman has spotted some turtles. Oh, look at his hair. Isn't that fantastic? Why would you do that? Okay. Here's a very nice Oggo Woggo Doggo with some bulldog features. Oh wow, it's just so warm on my feet, amazing. Alright, so obviously we'll skip the perch of mouth-breathing plebery, get in the water and head over to the perch of enlightenment. So I've decided that what was the perch of enlightenment is actually the perch of contemplation before one achieves enlightenment. That could easily be the perch of enlightenment, but it had people on it. So for today, this is the virtual enlightenment. So yeah, the first one had a concrete base, nowhere to sit, and the ground was very wet. It was low to the surface, but this is definitely the space I require. Thank you, hotel. Wow, that was just glorious. It's definitely the longest I've spent in the lake. I was doing some stretches, and then there's some really nice jazz music coming from over there. I just found myself, sort of moving to that. Oh, it's just blissful. It's absolutely blissful. You know what did come up for me, as much as I wasn't really in the mind for a lot of it, it's just like, wow, you're so lucky. To be able to do this, like, yes, there is challenges. You know, I really don't want to be that guy that's like, my life's amazing and you're all in the UK. Like, I get how fucking, it's just triggering as hell. And, I have deep compassion for the people of the UK and what's going on there. And, it's why I have my Not Today Satan channel. I feel like I'm part of the movement. I feel like I'm doing a lot through my YouTube to help aid that movement, or I certainly hope I am. It's always hard to know whether you're just playing into a deeper agenda, but yeah, so I just want to acknowledge that. I don't want this to be like, oh my god, it's so amazing out here, and just rub your noses in it. But I have to speak into my reality, and whilst there's many challenges to being an expat, as I also speak into, to be able to just come to a place like this and dance in a lake that's warm, albeit it does have crocodiles in it, but I don't think that's really a problem. I mean, it just can't be, can it? Because it's, people wouldn't be doing this, especially with children, if people got eaten by crocodiles. I should Google how many people have been attacked by crocodiles in Lake Bacalar. Maybe someone could drop it in the comments and save me. Anyway, look, these are the perches of oneness. I'm not sure I'm ready to sit on those yet, but that's the next stage, where you realise that self doesn't exist and it's all an illusion. I'm intellectually there, but I can't say I'm experiencing it. But more and more, I think that is the shift that's occurring. Like, I'm just becoming more and more the observer, seeing it all as a show, all as characters, and feeling it, starting to feel it at the very, very early stages. Anyway, I brought my phone with me, so I'm going to go and do a Not Today Satan video on that pier, which obviously we'll walk to. There's not much wind today, so it should be perfect. Yeah, just a beautiful setting to do a video in. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Not now, because I'm going to have another little dance in my lake. But yeah, that's what's coming up next in my sequence of lifetime occurrings. Yeah, speaking of the UK, I just can't believe how bad it's getting. Like, even though I've been aware of what's going on for a decade, like, it's just getting so bad. I was watching Neil McCoy Ward this morning. Honestly, if you're not watching him, unless you're just like only focusing on enlightenment and spirituality, I can understand it from that point of view. But if you're, still trying to be practical about life and watching content about the external world, and you're not watching Neil McCoy Ward, then, well, you're just not helping yourself. Like, the guy shares nothing conspiratorial. He only uses official stats. And the stuff he shares about the financial system and what's about to happen to pensions and the UK bond situation, I mean, it's all about to collapse, like, within the next 6 months. It's incredible. And the amount of people that are leaving the UK, anybody with any means is leaving the UK. I mean, how can a country function without anyone who creates, without, I think it was something like the top 10% of tax earners pay 60% of the tax. And Labour's answer, obviously, is just to keep taxing them more. So obviously they're leaving, especially when everyone's just getting raped and the country's getting invaded. Like, so there's going to be no one left that creates anything very soon. It's just totally unsustainable. Hola. Hola.
¿Español?
No.
Yeah.
English.
Okay, I speak English. Okay.
Yes.
Privado.
Say again?
Yes, privado.
On here?
Yes.
Problem?
Propiedad privada.
Oh, it's for the hotel?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So you want me to leave?
Yes.
Okay, nada.
In 10 minutes, okay?
Gracias, amigo.
What's your name?
Tom.
Tom. My name is Julian.
Nice to meet you, Julio. Cheers, brother.
Yes.
Well, that was the nicest telling off anyone could ever receive. We've got to do it for 10 minutes, so I'm going to plan my video and then go and skank it on the pier. By skank it, I mean do exactly the same thing again somewhere else. So I just completed my Not Today Satan video. The guy lying down here towards the left clearly doesn't like me filming on the pier, so we'll film him one more time. See if we get a reaction, because we like that sort of thing. As soon as you put a camera directly at him, he looks away because he's a pussy like everyone else. I think I might be getting shouted at. Not sure, there was definitely a hey and a whistle. But yeah, we'll just keep walking, we'll just keep experiencing life and not getting worried about the external triggers of others. All good, baby. There was another whistle. I think somebody is trying to get my attention. I can't see anyone following me in the rear view camera. And I'm just filming in public, I'm sure it's still okay. But yeah, maybe it was a bit much to put the camera in his face, but I just think when somebody's looking at you clearly with hatred and like passive aggressive energy basically, so trying to get you to stop doing something, trying to tell you their superiority and what's correct, but they're not willing to do it, then I like to just nudge them a bit further and see if they can find that spark of authenticity, that spark of testosterone. You know, it's actually a service to them, trying to trigger them into, you know, a version of themselves that has integrity and can, rather than just do passive aggressive glares, can actually speak, actually, you know, share an opinion and maybe impact this world. But it's probably for the best they can't, because all their opinions will be retarded. Guys have just stopped and turned around because of a whistle.
I don't know why.
Someone's trying to get my attention. Oh, right, okay. So we've got a guy in red. This is who's been whistling. Hola! Only Ingles.
English.
No español.
Okay. Your tickets, the paid is here?
Oh, no, I came from swimming, but I will pay. I come back and pay now? I go this way and pay?
Okay, go please.
Yeah, no problem.
You ask you one report. Reporter.
I didn't know you had to pay. I was just swimming. You have to pay?
No, the swing is free.
Right,
But
but
you
on
pay,
here.
it is here.
Oh,
the
sorry.
side.
No problem. I come and pay. No problem. I didn't know.
Okay, go.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Been escorted to the pay point. Apparently, you have to pay to be on this. To be on here. I was just explaining to the very kind gentleman that I didn't know you had to pay. Swimming is free, but on here you have to pay apparently. So we're going to go and do that now. But yeah, it's beautiful. No wonder you have to pay. Yeah, it's beautiful. Crocodile here?
This side.
Oh, they're more there, are they? Right. Yeah, I got spotted. It seems nice. How would you know who's on and who's paid and who hasn't? I'm just interested in it. I'm not bothered. It's all good content, like. My shampoo says the crocodiles are over there. Spotted a crocodile. Wow. So it looks quite small, doesn't it? See if I can zoom in.
They're all small.
Oh, are they? Right, so it's not that it's a baby one.
Wow.
Is that the first time you've ever seen one, guys? I think it might be mine. I might have seen one in Africa years ago. Can you guys see it on the camera? It's like really near the water, around that long grass around here. Oh, thanks for pointing that out, guys. That is amazing. Have you guys ever seen one before?
No.
No, yeah.
No, not here.
Quite a moment,
And
isn't it?
there's no dairy, you know, it's just the mangrove here.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you can see they're not too threatening, are they? When I first saw the sign, I was like, what? I'm swimming with crocodiles. But yeah, maybe not too bad. Thanks.
Yeah.
Vulture or condor?
No, it's gavilan.
Wow. Beautiful. Oh, it's fantastic. So my security chaperone has turned into more of a tour guide. Definitely worth the 20 pesos. Oh wow, soaring through the sky. What a beautiful animal. What's the reflection here? What's the learning? I think the universe is clearly, you know, showing that I've pushed the piss-taking barriers to the fullest. But maybe I need to rein it in a little bit. Maybe that goes into my YouTube too. I did my first aggressive is too strong, but yeah, I was much more ruthless in my latest video on the spiritual channel. I was just saying what people need to hear, but in a way that not as many people will be able to engage with it. But for those that can engage with it, who can look internally and are ready to do that level of internal taking responsibility, essentially, the message would have been stronger. So I think it's, yeah, I think it might be for my ego, but I feel like I'm moving more to serving the people that I'm here to serve, and not worrying about reactions of those that aren't ready. But then this reflection has come along, where it's like, no, you're gonna get reined in. You're gonna get reined in, lad. So yes, let me know in the comments what you think that is. Unless you failed the 2021 intelligence test, then don't bother, because your opinion is irrelevant to anyone and everyone, because you don't really have one. You don't really have your own opinion, clearly. Ooh, the stuff. I'm not gonna be happy. Hola! I need to pay, sorry.
Sí,
How, quanta?
20.
20, bargain, very beautiful. And I see crocodile. That was fun, wasn't it? Oh, I do enjoy situations like that, just seeing how people react. But yeah, if you just play dumb, you're just like, oh, wow, there's a beautiful yellow bird. You're not going to be able to see it. Oh, no, I don't think so. It's fluttering around. It's kind of behind that leaf. Anyway, yeah, so I now have my $20, 20 peso pleb bracelet. So I'm allowed to go back. But I feel like I've exhausted it. The camera battery is running low. If I'm going to chill, I'm going to go and chill on the Perch of Enlightenment, although we also got kicked off that. We could, there's a couple more we could go on. I don't know if it's the same hotel. It could, it will get embarrassing. Hello again, Julio. I can't claim to not know twice, can I? But, I don't think Julio's going to get angry anytime soon. So yes, we will use the Perch of Enlightenment again for sure, but I think that will be the last time that we skank the pier. I just wanted to get a Not Today Satan video done on there, so that's fine. I think it's time for some scram. I should probably use those ingredients, but it's not a great sandwich. I just want to eat more eggs. There don't seem to be much eggs in the diet here, and I just know that eggs are super good for you, so I guess we'll go and make a sandwich. And then, yeah, the other reason I need to get home is because I'm meant to be doing a live with my mate on Not Today Satan. So far technology has foiled us, but he'd like to try something else. So yeah, we want to see if we can do a live. This is what I love about countries like this, the lack of health and safety allows for like real living, like, okay, yes, there's a tree in the middle of the road and you have to go a bit slowly and that's not great. But there's a tree in the middle of the road and it's fantastic. Real, innit? It's just real, and live and let live. Much more than, have you got a certificate? I mean, you can't even sing in town anymore, can you, without asking the council? Can't fish, can't do anything. Oh, this is an interesting, whoever lives here is cool. Very into nature and outdoor activities with a 4x4 and the boots. Fantastic. Oh, I haven't got my hat. Left my hat on that pier. Not on the pier, on the hotel one. Shit, right, I'm gonna have to go and try and find the hotel now and be like, oh, I left my hat. It would be quite challenging distinguishing which hotel it is. Okay, so I think it was just one hotel down here. I don't know if it's the same one though. Hola, I think I leave my hat on your... Do you have pier? Huh? Maybe next hotel. On your... I leave hat. Okay. Can I just have a look, see if... Oh no, sorry. Next one. Okay. Gracias. If I can't find it, then I'll just go back out through the water. So I'm starting to think that that's the best tactic, because this is... I just can't be arsed. I'm just going to go through the water. I'm going to appear, the security is coming straight away. I'm guessing most of you are cringing right now, being like, oh, it's so embarrassing. But for me, it's just interesting to see how different shards of consciousness pretending to be humans play out these comical situations. Hola, amigo. I leave my hat. You have? Shall I come? Gracias, amigo. Sombrero. We've learnt another word. Goodness me. We've learnt a phrase and a word today. Gracias. I go?
Sí, ahorita lo traen.
For sombrero?
Ajá, ahorita lo traen.
Oh, they come here or I go there?
No, ellos.
Okay, gracias, amigo. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to take the easy route and walk back through the hotel. I'm going to have to go back through the water again. And it's quite, it's quite a trek with the backpack on my head. But it's fine, it's all good, it doesn't bother me. So it's the friendliest security guard in the world, the main man Julio with my sombrero. Oh, gracias, amigo. Thank you for looking after it. Gracias. I leave again now. Okay, gracias, amigos. I mean, just look at the car. It's just got, wow. I mean, that is about to explode, isn't it? But it's got so much darker since I went in. Look at the contrast in colour. Why is that? And that's not, it's not plants. Like, there's obvious bits like that are plants, but what is that all about? Anyway, we're back on the Muggles Pier. The mouth-breathing, oops. Oh my goodness. The mouth-breathing pier of fear and conformity. So what is the universe trying to tell me? My 6 months in the UK was an incredibly humbling experience, and it was, you know, I was living in my parents' spare bedroom, and I thought I was never going to live in the UK again. And when I was in Thailand, I was that guy that was a dickhead, that was rubbing it in people's faces. It was like, yo, I mean, it was a reaction to the haters. I'll just get away from that music. Yeah, I got a lot of hate straight away, you know, 'cause I was telling people that they had HIV because they failed the 2021 intelligence test, and, you know, loads of stuff. So obviously I got a load of haters, and my reaction to that, sorry about the scorchy feet, but you know, I'm wet, was just like, hey, you work in an office, man, fuck you. And that still does come up a bit, like with the absolute hatred retards in the comments. But then I feel like I got sent back to the UK for many reasons. I mean, like I've said, it was the most powerful part of my journey, the biggest time of transformation. But it was also to see how bad it is, and also feel how bad it is, and for a period of time at least to believe that I couldn't escape it, to believe that I didn't have the ability, the means to escape it. And I really had to feel that and experience that, to now have the compassion I do for people who have the story that they're trapped in the UK. And it is a story, because ultimately you are able to manifest anything, and you are, you know, you do have a purpose that isn't being enslaved. I mean, maybe it is for this lifetime, whatever, you know. What I'm trying to say is, I understand that story and how powerful it can be, and how people can believe it. And that's where all this, you know, projection onto people that leave the UK comes from. You know, you're a deserter, you're not standing up, you know. It's just fear being projected as virtue. It's just like the virtue signalling West, really, rather than like being able to be like, you know, accept that it's completely sensible for anyone who can get out of the UK to get out of the UK. First of all, obviously everyone knows, and everyone really deep down wants to do. So then if one doesn't feel they're able to, then rather than, you know, the powerful thing, the move of responsibility, which would be to start acknowledging that you don't feel like you can be able to, and that would actually lead to you breaking it, you know, because your external will always start to reflect your internal. So once you start going introspective and doing the work, your external will change to reflect that. What am I trying to say? Yes, but rather than do that, they do the virtue signal. They project onto you that you're a deserter and you're not standing. There's nothing left to stand up for. There's very little left to stand up for. I mean, it's just too far. If you listen to Neil McCoy Ward, you'll know it's too far gone. It's irreversible. There's no saving it. It cannot be saved. What do you think, amigo? UK bad, Mexico good.
Yeah, welcome to Mexico. Come on to Mexico.
Gracias, amigo.
For
This is the man you come and get your tours from in Lake Bacalar.
The price is up there.
All right, I'll show them. Cheers, brother. Gracias, amigo. I think that was the end of the rant. But yeah, it's, you know, always checking, you know, where you're coming from. Are you projecting? Are you virtue signaling? Are you avoiding the truth, the pain, the emotion? Because it's all nonsense. None of it's even real. Not right now. What is it you're selling? The music is a bit of a problem for me because it means I can't earn money. I'm from England. What do you have to eat?
Yes, my friend, I have the seafood. The ribs and the garlic, the coconut, the breaded, butter, and the lemon. Fish fillet, I have then the same preparation. Ceviche, I have the ribs and the fish, maybe you like it mixed, or cocktail.
So what's this one?
This is the fish fillet and breaded.
So that's what, 160?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Gracias, amigo.
Yeah.
Away from the music, please.
Thank you. My English is no good, man.
Your English is very good. A lot better than my Espanol.
Thank you, my friend. take a seat, my friend.
Let's sit here. I'm talking about being authentic and standing up for what you believe. I get dragged into a blooming restaurant. How did that happen? I think I started talking to him just to get footage, and then I ended up in his bloody restaurant. But to be fair, that fish looks really good. I'm really up for a good piece of fish for $8, £6. Alright then, let's do it. I'm pretty sure it means I'm going to be late for the live though, so maybe we'll try again tomorrow. Tequila for free, a welcome drink. I've said no because I don't drink alcohol, but go on then, amigo. I'm in Mexico. Let's try tequila. I don't really drink alcohol normally. It's a special one, did you say?
Yes, the name is Espolón, and I have the serial number. And this is the other.
Oh, beautiful. Oh wow, what a lovely positive image it's got on the front. Fantastic. So what's alcohol in Greek? It's flesh-eating soul. Al-Ghul is flesh-eating soul, isn't it? And I don't know if you saw the label on that, but it was a lot of flesh-eating souls. So yes, I think the devil is working his magic here. As if I'm about to have a shot of tequila on an empty stomach. This is just ridiculous. Oh, gracias, amigo! Salt, tequila, lime.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a ritual, my friend.
Okay. Let's do this
No problem, no problem.
crazy thing. It's gonna be horrible. Oh, it's not quite as bad as I remember it being when I was 18 in some stupid nightclub. But it is, I just don't really understand why people do it. Gracias, amigo. Beautiful! That is good tequila.
Rincon
Thank you,
Pirata
man.
is your home, my friend.
Say again?
Name is Rincon Pirata. Rincon Pirata is your house.
Thank you, brother. I feel at home. Fantastic.
And have the one south mango.
Mango salsa sounds amazing, amigo. So we are getting some hors d'oeuvres. You're getting treated like a king in this place. This man's very, very good host. And here comes the mango salsa. Look at that. Gracias, amigo. So the mango salsa is unbelievable. Our amigo has just taken my YouTube and he's very excited about the fact that he's going to be on it in 3 days. It's fish supper time. Oh yes, gracias, amigo. Beautiful. What's in here?
Yes. Tortillas.
Oh, tortillas. Fantastic. Gracias, amigo. Thank you. Just asked me if I like spicy. I said oui. No, I didn't. I said si. And yes, I'm about to receive some more salsa. Although to be honest, I'd rather just have the mango one because it's just delightful.
It's a garlic sauce.
A garlic salsa, amazing. So all this salsa homemade?
Yes.
You make here?
Yes.
Yeah, and the chips?
The chips
Were they homemade?
Yes.
Fantastic. Gracias. I'm not quite sure why it comes with tortillas, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of everything and stick it in a tortilla, why not? Taking my last food home as a takeaway, and he was very impressed that I'd eaten all the spicy salsa. He was like, oh, amigo, you like the spicy salsa? I was like, ah, yes, I blooming do. Saying he's been going for 2 months, and he was just saying how he checked other restaurants. Go on.
Yes, my friends, all coming for the Rincon Pirata is the name. My name is Roberto. I stay at your order. Welcome,
Fantastic, and we'll show you where it is. It's right next to the lake bit that we swim at down there. So that's an example of people getting stiff in front of a camera. Oh, got 2% battery. Yeah, he was actually telling me about his business journey, and that's what I wanted to show you, but instead he just did a promotion. But yeah, I think the heavens are about to open again. I'm hearing thunder, and it's all very black. So I've got the fish for tea, and I think I'm just going to treat myself to a bag of crisps. I haven't had a bag of crisps in ages because they're extortionate in Mexico. But I was thinking, well, if I was going to buy a burger anyway, I might as well just have a big bag of crisps because I'm just really craving it. Anyway, so that's what we're doing for tea, but I thought I'd just come for a little walk first. Just feels like it would be nice. And of course, content. But I haven't really got anything to say. I'll just speak into how I'm feeling, and yeah, I mean, really, I'm feeling not much. I'm feeling extremely present and just peaceful, but there's also a sense of boredom with that. you know, when you first, or when I first start experiencing peace, which is, you know, it's a relatively new thing for me, there's, you know, there's only so much of you can handle, because there's a fine line between peace and boredom, because we're so conditioned to be doing all the time. And whilst, you know, I have stuff to do, you know, people like get a job. Now, YouTube's almost, in terms of time, I don't know, probably about 5 hours a day, maybe not. Yeah, it's probably more like 3 or 4 to be fair. Yeah, I mean, let's speak about that. Get a job. I mean, what is a job? Get enslavement. So, I mean, I can't, obviously there will be people like who are super fearful and like the idea of being in Mexico will just scare the hell out of them, but there can't be anyone who honestly, if they seriously ask themselves the question, honestly thinks that I'd be better off in the UK working for someone else in a horrendous environment that would make me completely want to expire myself, compared to walking around with a camera in foreign countries, getting support from amazing people, which I mean, I'm basically at the point where I don't even need that. Obviously I don't want to say that because you don't have donations to stop. But I just, you know, I'm just honest. It's just the way it is. Like, and I have 3 monetized channels that are growing. Yeah, the fact they can't see I'm building something. But anyway, obviously it's all just projection of fear and jealousy and just total nonsense. But it's so interesting, isn't it? This get a job, as if having a job is a noble thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I respect a carpenter or a plumber or somebody who does something real. 90% of jobs are false. They don't provide any benefit to anything. You know, they're just pen-pushing enslavement traps. And there's nothing noble about being enslaved. There's nothing noble about being part of the system. At the same time, I'm not knocking it. Like, I get it's really hard. You know, I'm not pointing a finger or laughing at anyone who has got a job. I'm just saying to project that onto somebody who's managed to break out of the system is the height of insanity and clearly the height of projection. Like I say, there can't be anyone who thinks that this isn't a better way of living than getting up to an alarm to go and work for someone else 5 days a week, to live in a miserable flat surrounded by enrichers that could grape you at any minute. Yeah, it's just an absolute no-brainer. So you can stick that one up your ass. Yeah, and then like in that, that ended up being a bit of a rant. I was going to speak more about the peasants and the... Yeah, I've just had a very nice afternoon. You know, I've watched a bit of YouTube, but I've been well, not sat in silence because it's Mexico and that flat is super noisy. Not super noisy, but noisier than I had hoped. And yeah, it's like a gratitude. Like there's a sense of like, wow, you know, I'm in Mexico and I'm getting stoned and I'm creating videos and this is pretty cool and I'm really lucky. And for them it's just this other sense of like, oh, I'm in Mexico. Why am I in Mexico? What's going on? And that's not to say there's anywhere that, you know, obviously it's obvious why I'm not in the UK. There's no like, what am I doing in Mexico? I should be back in the UK. It's just this like, yeah, it's just this feeling of like, it's not even really a feeling, just this occurrence of instability mixed with excitement, adventure, but also a complete nothingness and boredom. Like it's just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. People might be tuning out, or they might find it interesting. Let me know in the comments. I thought I'd literally just come out. Whoa, it's a bit dark here. Could do a few street lights, like. Yeah, I thought I'd just come out for a walk and yammer. I don't think people seem to be liking the longer form videos. I don't think there's been too much content today. That was funny earlier, wasn't it, with the security guards. I think that was good content. But I'll have a little breathe and see if there's anything else that needs to come through. Yeah, a bit more about that restaurant we were in earlier. He was a really nice guy. That is somewhere you could go to get things. I'm not saying he has things there, but you know, he had contacts. And it was the cheapest price that I'd been offered so far. So yeah, I might do a little restock there before I leave. Yeah. And also the last batch I got, it's alright. It's not as nice as the stuff I got in Tulum. That was actually enjoyable to smoke. This one is and a little bit challenging, which might be a good thing because I was smoking quite a lot. But yeah, it does the job, you know, and the thing is, when you're out here, you're not as stressed, so you don't really need that punks. As much as I miss the taste of like a really, I mean, it's just so much more superior in the USA or in England, or obviously in any country that it's legal. But yeah, it's not as good here, but it doesn't need to be, you know, life's just more satisfying in general, so you don't need to get quite as comatose. Still need a good level of comatoseness to get through this life, of course. But not quite as much as you do when you're living in the UK. Yeah, I'm really missing having the presence of a dog. That's a big one for me. And Margot used to sleep on my bed most nights. So I used to spend hours a day in the woods, and I'm missing those woods. Just for clarification, I didn't desert my dog. It was my parents' dog. I mean, I've always had a dog. Just always had a dog. So yeah, that's probably the biggest home comfort I miss. I also really miss Willow Woods. What else do I miss? Quite miss Lidl, but not really. I mean, it's all just poison, and no, I don't really miss Lidl, but I did quite like Lidl. God, I'm struggling after that, you know. I mean, good weed. Oh, my parents, of course. Really miss them. I miss being in the same country as my parents. I miss feeling that, you know, there's not thousands of miles between us. But I can't say I miss their presence, and they won't be missing mine, you know. It's not. We don't really enjoy each other's presence too much, but we do love each other deeply. So, yeah, that's it, really. I think the bar that's made out of car parks definitely gets the award for the worst music I've ever heard every time I walk past it. Caution! Beep, 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 beep! Oh, sorry. Curious locals just sat, chilling outside. Just feels very nice, feels very Mexico and community. Oh, hot dogs and hamburgers. Well, there's only one place we go for the hamburgers there, isn't there? This looks interesting. I should try this one now. Tonight is going to be fish supper. No, not that kind. Still haven't done the ivermectin yet. And crisps. Ooh, I'm so excited about some crisps. And probably a pack of biscuits too. Screw it. So I think that's going to be about it, guys. There might be a really exciting shot of me buying some crisps at the end. But once I'm back in my flat, I can't see why I'd be getting my camera out. It's just going to be chillage. Found a really good, oh here we go, a really good new YouTuber called Luke Smith. Been listening to him for about a week now. He's great. And of course, The Awake and Brave. I don't think my mate on Mirrors and Shadows has done a video for a little while. So yes, that's what I'll be doing. I hope you enjoy your night. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for much more fun and frolics. Oh, I think I need a taste of home. I mean, it is the ultimate poison. I've seen so much terrible stuff about Doritos, but